Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. This is episode 38, and what we're going to do in this episode is actually finish everything off. It's going to be the last episode, in other words, which is amazing. Got our Master Sword back after fighting Lord Ganon of the Ganon Tower last night. Right! Oh, we got more left, have we? I was so sure that we were done, but it looks like we have to do a bit of fighting with the Master Sword as well. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, I'm not going to use Neighbour's Love again, mainly because we haven't got enough MP for it. I'm wondering if I took too long then, getting the Master Sword and everything, and that's why it didn't finish up kind of thing. I do apologise, I thought this was just going to be literally an end cutscene kind of episode. But no. It's not like it'll take long anyway. Yeah, see? See how it is. Try this again, shall we? Yeah, it's okay, that was meant to happen. We didn't take too long after all. I was got a bit confused here. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. My dear princess. Yes, that's your sword. Oh god, oh god. Mysterious Master Sword. Coming to save the day once again. Yeah! Green blood! I think that's like a censorship issue thing in Japan, because if you play Danganronpa, all the blood is pink, even though it's written as being red all the time. Whereas in this game it's green. And it's the same in the original Resident Evil as well, at least the DS version, where you can have green blood instead of red. So I think it is like a sort of violence censorship prevention thing. Ancient creators of Hyrule, now open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. Yeah, the sages are finally going to help us more than just making a bridge kind of thing. That was fun. It's more used to them after all. I think I was going into Little Mermaid territory there. Oh, this looks good. And here we go. The 6 sages have sealed Ganondorf away in the Sacred Realm, locked up until until he escapes in another Zelda. The Zelda timeline is so awkward, I don't want to say which game he gets released in, just in case I'm wrong, because it's so easy to be wrong about the Zelda timeline. I've actually got the book here, but even still, I haven't got it all locked away in the noggin, kind of thing. That's when I will exterminate the descendants. Don't say that, Ganondorf. I know you're gonna try, but don't say it. It's not nice. It's mean, quite frankly. As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. On your hand, you might say. Ah, nice clear skies. Life is good again. Hello, Zelda. I like the music at this part. It is just Zelda's lullaby kind of thing. Pretty much the music you hear when you first meet Zelda. It is the music you hear when you first meet Zelda in Hyrule Castle. But it's nice to have it at the end of the game as well. Once you finally beat Ganondorf, take him down so that he loses his grip on Hyrule. This is a game, by the way, that sort of splits the timeline so much that made it so confusing. Because it splits into 3 directions that I can remember. One is when adult Link carries on as adult, because it's bound to happen. There's a different reality being made, you know. And that's where Twilight Princess comes into it, I think. The second one is when adult Link goes back to being young Link. You'll see why now, the story will show. And that's where it goes into Majora's Mask territory. The only direct sequel to a Zelda game is Majora's Mask, I think. And the third one, I'm trying to think now, what's the third one? Yeah, that's right. When he carries on being adult Link, but Ganondorf never gets sealed away like this. I don't know how that works out, because that never gets shown in Ocarina of Time. What? It's weird. I'm pretty sure Nintendo just accepted it from a piece of fan fiction or something. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. It'll be time for us to say goodbye soon. We've lost the Ocarina, so we can't be an adult again. Shame. Now go home, Link. I mean, we can't really. We go back to another save file and we're fine. Regain your lost time. Home. Where you're supposed to be. The way you're supposed to be. Thank you, Link. I know, we did do a lot for you. Goodbye. Ah. I absolutely love the credits sequence for this game. It shows all the characters that you've met throughout the game, even ones that aren't supposedly allowed to leave Kokiri Forest. I'm not sure if that was meant to refer though to the fact that they couldn't leave Kokiri Forest because of the dangers outside kind of thing, or if it's just meant to be they literally can't leave Kokiri Forest, or I don't know what would happen, but yeah. Not so quiet it is. That's because they're all meeting up somewhere. But yeah, all the characters get together, and I love that. I love how the different races come together, because throughout the game you only ever see them separated. You see the Zoras in Zora's Domain, the Gorons in Goron City. You know, they never mix or anything. So it's nice to see it. It's heartwarming, that's what it is. The music's good too. The music is good too. I was just going to say, even Darunia in there, because he's not there. He's a sage now. Even once the sages have done their job, they don't go back to being normal people or anything. Which is quite sad. They'll always look over Hyrule, you know? I think they're meant to be the same sages that you see in Twilight Princess. At the Arbiter grounds, where you put a Twilight mirror and crap like that. Not the Arbiter grounds. Well, it's around there somewhere. Where you put the Twilight mirror. I think it's meant to be them sages that are actually there. Yeah, I won't say any more than that. In case of spoilers, I'm sure there are people who haven't played Twilight Princess, so... I think I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that probably I will be Let's Playing Twilight Princess at some point. It's not going to be yet. It's going to be a bit of a gap before then, because I got plans for the next Let's Play already. That's what I do. I plan ahead a bit. It's what my job is at work, so I plan. So it's just a part of me now, I guess. Even if I don't much like the job. What am I talking about? Who knows? Ooh, Epona's free. Jack. That's not his name. His name's not Jack. Whatever. I'm tired by this point. Not from playing, from the day. Very mysterious. All black with multicolored flames. Multicolored flames that reflect the different temples. And here we go, all the different races together, like I was saying earlier. What? They hate each other. Well, they're drunk, that's why. I don't think it's going to end up dancing with those two. Oh no. The frame rate is quite low. It's not a recording or anything. It's the actual game. The frame rate's quite low. Oh my god! That was very weird. That was very weird. Some of the characters you want to see in this series, and that's because we tried to get through at a pretty good pace and everything, you know. Carpenters? Oh, it's a million of them. Okay, it's the carpenters from Kakariko Village, as well as the carpenters that we saved from Gerudo Valley kind of thing. Happy Maskman, the fisherman, if you go to Lake Hylia. Big Goron. Weirdo. The sages who can't do... Oh no, the sages. There's a Kokiri. This is what I'm talking about. I wasn't sure that the Kokiris could actually leave Kokiri Forest, but apparently they can. And King Zora. They're a funny pairing, aren't they? King Zora doesn't go on with anyone because he's so upright, so righteous and self-absorbed, I guess. Because he's, you know, he's a king. He can't be with the little guys. And this Mido, who is also self-absorbed and will not hang around with people other than Sarah, of course. He loved Sarah. And here are the sages watching from up on Death Mountain. Ah, at least they got each other. You know, they're not completely alone or anything. An Imper's used to looking out for people. She's done it for Zelda all these years. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this series. It's been pretty fun for me. I was expecting to get stuck a whole lot, and that would have been annoying. But no, it's been fun. Before I go for my little mini review, tiny thing that I normally do at the end of these things, I'm gonna try and explain at least my interpretation of what goes on at this point. Young Link will never be Adult Link again in this game because he won't have. All this is going to get sealed away. The sword, the temple, pretty much, is going to be sealed away. So he's never going to be an adult again. But the cinematics that are being shown in a moment, they're going to show that the whole thing, because he's gone back in time, the whole thing's just going to start again. I won't explain any more until the cinematics move on a little bit. Hold on. Come on. It makes it look like that's the very end, but it's not. There's a little bit more coming. Here we go. Remember the first time we went to see Princess Zelda after we sneaked past all the guards and everything? This is what's happening again. She's looking through the window. Can you see Ganondorf through the window? No, you can't, but she's looking out for Ganondorf. I think. So my interpretation, it all starts again. So young Link has to go through all the dungeons, all the temples. You know, it's like full circle. So every time he finishes it, he has to start again. I don't quite understand where Majora's Mask comes into it if that's the case. Because in Majora's Mask, it is a direct sequel. And young Link, you control, I'd save another land called Termina? Yeah, Termina. And that's the end. Yeah. But anyway, I love Ocarina of Time. I hope that showed throughout the series. It's actually a lot shorter than I remember. When you know what you're doing, the game is pretty short. And if you don't go for every little collectible. The graphics still hold up today. The 3DS version's graphics are amazing for 3DS standards. They've been updated, obviously. The music, the soundtrack, is amazing as well. A lot of the soundtrack is brought back in Twilight Princess and a couple of other Zeldas in order to sort of... But they're remixed. They're a little bit different. The characters, they're all good. They don't have much characterization or personality, maybe. But they're shallow. If you like shallow characters with a lot of ambience surrounding them, I think you'll like these ones, probably. I do. I like the characters. But not just because of this game, but also because of sort of there's some manga and everything surrounding the Zelda universe, which sort of expands on their personalities. They're not quite canon, but you can take their personality as canon. It doesn't matter at all. What else is there? Story. Pretty good. Basic-ish, but good enough to get you through the game kind of thing. The dungeons, amazing. When I was little, they used to scare me shitless. Anyway, I think I've gone on a bit too long. So, this has been GreenXI. I hope you've enjoyed this series. I'll give you a hint about what the next series is going to be. It's going to be going back a bit further in time than this game. Actually, they might have come out at about the same time. I'm not too sure. There's not much of a hint in that sense, so I'll give you another. It's going to be long. It's going to be a long series. I have never done a game from the series before. So yes, it is going to be a game from a series as well. A video game series in general. I think that's all I'm going to give for now. I'll probably give a hint or two on Twitter as we go along. So, it's been GreenXI. Hope you've enjoyed this series as much as I have. I'll see you again in a bit when we start the next series. It will probably start, the trailer will be up the day after this, I'm assuming. See you in a bit, folks.